everybody here is cheering. All your worry disappearing, y'all, it's game day. Whether televised or streaming live in person while you're screaming, no more waiting, no more dreaming, y'all, it's game day. When the band is what you hearing, everybody here is cheering. All your worry disappearing, y'all, it's game day. Whether televised or streaming live in person while you're screaming, no more waiting, no more dreaming, y'all, it's game day. No more waiting, no more dreaming, y'all, it's game day. No more waiting, no more dreaming.
Hey everyone, what's going on? It's the No Huddle, presented by Nissan. I'm Tolly. The football season is winding up, and we are winding up in it. The Division II season is down to the season finale, and you know what that means? It is rivalry week. Yes, I love rivalry week. I love it. I can't say rivalry all that great, but I do love it. All right, let's get to our polls, our top 10 FCS. We're going to have that in a second. Hold on for that. But first, we're going to start with that championship flavor. It's in the air for Division II playoffs right around the corner. Conference championships on deck. Our number 10 team is Bowie State. Now, things did not go the way the Bulldogs envisioned it this year, but Bowie will go out with the bang by rolling Lincoln at home on Saturday. Our number 9 team is Kentucky State. The West slipped through its fingers last weekend with the loss to Tuskegee, but the Thoroughbreds travel to Central State for the season finale. Now, they're going to eat up the Marauders. My prediction, like a bucket of carrots or apples or hay or whatever it is that horses eat. Number 8, Virginia State had the Trojans knocked off Bowie State at homecoming. The season could have gone a different way, but still a solid year for the Trojans. All right, Virginia State ends the season hosting Virginia Union, who might have lost their spot in the CIAA championship game after losing to Chowan last week. Not dead, not out of the water, but boy, their foot's on that banana peel. The Panthers need a spot in the NCAA playoffs, so they should play like their lives depend on it. We'll give you that prediction in just a momento. Number 7, it's our Ode to Langston, a NAIA school. Strong start to the year, but they've lost a couple of times now. Some of our voters, come here voters, HBCU game day, pay attention, read the internet. Langston's not as hot as they used to be. But I love it, I love them. They're still in the poll. Kudos to Langston. Number 6, Fort Valley State. As I predicted last week, I only bring up receipts when I'm right, by the way, in case you're keeping receipts at home. The Wildcats lost to Savannah State. I saw that one coming. Now, I was going to go to that game, but anything that starts after 1 o'clock in late October, nah, I'm good. Darkness is not rising here, Charlie Murphy. Fort Valley was on fire most of the season, but I see back-to-back losses in your future. That's what I see. Albany State, another team fighting for their playoff lives. Currently the number 8 team in the Super Region 2. Only the top 7 get in. The Golden Rams will look to send a message with a thorough victory this weekend. Number 5, Tuskegee. Reginald Ruffin was in the SIAC championship game last year with Miles. Tuskegee had lost a step, but they got together in the offseason, and now Tuskegee is back, baby. They take on Miles this weekend. Ruffin at the helm, taking on his old school, and that Tuskegee train will roll. Tuskegee, don't let me down. Don't let me down, Tuskegee. All right, number 4, Albany State. We've given you their state of affairs. They must win. Make a statement and hope that someone loses in front of them in Super Region 2. Talented team and a tough SIAC East this year. All right, number 3 is Fayetteville State. They are in the CIAA championship game. They will play Chowan probably, maybe Virginia Union. Still some things to be determined there. But first, they must play Winston-Salem State. Now, this isn't a lay down, rest your starters game because the Broncos need to get up to at least the 8th spot in the divisional rankings and win the CIAA championship to get into the national playoffs. Now, it is over for WSSU, so they'll be loose, nothing to lose. My money goes to WSSU. I was educated there. My heart is there, but this game, it goes to the Broncos. I told you I have integrity. I cannot vote with my feelings, people. Integrity. Look it up, integrity. All right, our number 2 team is Virginia Union. I promised you a prediction for its game against Virginia State. Virginia Union, currently number 5. They need to make one more strong statement for the resume. They woulda, coulda, shoulda got it done last week against Chuan, but the Hawks had different ideas in the fourth quarter. On the road, they had a blocked punt return for a score. They had a pick six with just over a minute to go and really sealed the deal with that one at 26-14. Union did make it interesting, a quick strike score in the last 30 seconds, but no luck on the onside kick. Chuan had the answer for Jada Byers, holding him to 109 yards. He usually gets a $195, and no touchdowns for Jada last week. The VSU defense, though, they gave up 41 to Bowie State, 43 to Chuan, both of those games in the month of October. So let's do the math and give me the Panthers. Our number one team, Benedict, they are undefeated, unbeaten, the toast of the town in Columbia. They take on crosstown rival Allen on Saturday. It'll be cute, but Benedict will end this game in victory formation.
Hey, we put the BC and HBCU. Hey, look, we the offensive line, the best offensive line in the SIFC, baby. Let's go. Let's go. BC back, real time. BC back, man.
Okie dokie, let's jump into our Division I poll. At number 10, it is Howard, the Bison. They're going to make the trip to Durham. Give me the Eagles. Number 9, South Carolina State, the Achilles heel for the Bulldogs. Put them on a bus for a really long road trip and then get them off the bus and play them, and they usually don't do well. Delaware State, though, however, will be making the trip to Orangeburg this weekend. Bulldogs sleep in their own beds, and they will wake up happy on Sunday morning. Number 8, Alabama State. The Hornets are feeling great after the victory in the Magic City Classic. Alabama State on the road against Bethune-Cookman. The Wildcats have been putting together a nice little string of efforts that look much better than what we saw earlier in the season. Now, based on what I saw against Prairie View, Bethune-Cookman will get some players back in the lineup this week. So I'm calling it. It's my upset special, everybody. Wildcats over Hornets. Now, last week I rolled with the Hornets to knock off Alabama A&M, and this is how they got it done.
Touchdown, Bama State. Pass caught by number 1, Jeremiah Hickson, for the Hornets score.
Such a close game, big atmosphere, man. What's this HBCU life like for you?
Hey, it's crazy. It's nothing like it, man. I ain't never experienced nothing like this. It's so amazing. Oh yeah.
Good game, bro.
line, FOMO.
Big game, Cole. Big game, Cole.
What does it like to get this one? Big Magic City Classic 5 years. What do it mean for your school?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, these games always come down to the last play. Coach Maynard, A&M, played hard the whole time. I had my offense getting ready for overtime, so we just made one more play than they did.
And what's it like coming back? Huge game, the atmosphere, your first time as head coach.
I hope every one of them is like this. I mean, going down to the last play is stressful, but this is what the fans deserve. This is what the SWAC deserves. So 2 great schools in state, and this is a great day for SWAC football. I loved it.
All right, back to the poll. Number 7, Texas Southern. I really like what the Tigers are doing here, playing and winning for the most part, whoever's on their schedule. Now, they won't win a strength of schedule argument for some of the people they played outside of the SWAC, but they've beaten some SWAC teams too, and there's no such thing as a bad win. Now, despite all that feel-good stuff with Texas Southern, you know I'm not picking Texas Southern over Jackson State. Come on. It's Jackson State we're talking about. Come on. All right, number 6, Prairie View A&M. The Panthers were playing with fire last week against Bethune-Cookman. A Friday night game this week against Alcorn State. I don't see any way at all that a Fred McNair coached team plays as bad this week as they did last week. That's not going to happen twice. Prairie View will let you kind of hang around a little bit, have you feeling good, and I think Alcorn is going to set the record straight this week with a Friday night victory. All right, number 5, it's Southern. Ooh-wee, it was ugly against Jackson State last weekend for Jaguar fans. I would not recommend making trash talk videos before the game because they don't age well when you lose, but kids will be kids, you know. You know how they do. All right, Southern makes the trip to FAMU. The Rattlers have the longest win streak in the nation. It will continue this weekend. I think we'll have a fast-paced game, but Rattlers strike it home with an eye on the FCS playoffs if they can't make up ground in the SWAC, and they'd be playoff-bound back-to-back seasons. Number 4, North Carolina Central, still very much alive for that MEAC berth into the Celebration Bowl. Would love to see Trey Oliver on the mic in Atlanta, but there are still games to play. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, including that game against Howard. I like the Eagles. That's my opinion. Number 3 is North Carolina A&T. Now, they may have lost to the Eagles earlier in the year, but the Aggies are on fire right now. Nice string of victories they've put together. That was a strong victory against Campbell at GHOE last weekend. Did you see what J.R. Smith said about GHOE? I mean, NBA champion and man of many metropolitan endeavors, J.R. Smith. Did you like the way I worded that? Metropolitan endeavors. The man has been to a party or two, and he said GHOE was the greatest thing ever. So if we allow ourselves to be prisoners of the moment with all that swirling around, let's go ahead and say that second half comeback was something to behold as well.
Give the ball to Bashal Tootin. He's going to carry you to wherever you need to get. And on this jet sweep, Timon Cope helps the Aggies get right in striking range, right down there in the red zone. The Aggies go to I formation to give the Wesley Graves, and he punches it in for the touchdown. This gives the Aggies the lead again with under 6 minutes in the game. Can the Aggies get one stop on defense to close the game out? Let's find out. On 2nd and 10, Malik drops back and tries to find his favorite receiver, Kelsey, but he cannot come up with it. 3rd and long. And on 3rd and long, the Aggies get another illegal substitution, so it's another flag on the play. No matter what, they're going to get 5 extra yards, but Julian Hill comes up clutch with a huge catch to get the first down anyway. But that Aggie defense was turned up. They was not going. A.J. Dupree comes up with a huge tackle. And on 3rd and 12, Malik drops back, looking for something, scrambles out the pocket, tries to find something open, sees nobody's open, takes off and runs, but gets popped, and he's hit. And this comes up with a 4th and medium to convert. Here we go, baby. 4th and basically the game. Malik drops back, tries to find something open. Nobody's open. The back 7 does their job. A&T causes pressure up front, and it goes incomplete. Aggies ball, and they take over with under 6 minutes left in the game. But the Camels said, man, we gonna keep fighting. It's still 6 minutes left, so they get them to get this stop right here, and they might have a chance to get the ball back. But like I said, man, Bashal Tootin comes up huge, picks up the first down. You can see the energy he has after he gets it to understand that this game is basically over. He ended the game with 30 carries, 256 yards. They didn't have a single answer for him all game. Remember how I told you how Jalen Fowler made every play that he needed to make at the certain time? Here goes another one. He just sits in the pocket, throws a great ball on the money to his receiver, finds him open for another first down, which puts them in the red zone, and this pretty much ends the game for the Aggies. And that right there is all she wrote. An 18-point comeback on GHOE for the Aggies, 45-38. And with this big of a win and the turnaround of the season, where do y'all have the Aggies ranked at now? Drop it in the comment section.
Speaking of behold, the Aggies taking on Norfolk State this weekend. Super early start, a nooner, starting the day, ending the day, my type of day. Aggies will parlay. Our number 2 team in the Florida A&M Rattlers. That's our number 2 squad. I have FAMU over Southern. Now, FAMU had homecoming last weekend, but they follow it up with another homecoming type atmosphere. It's the big battle against SU. You know what the bands are going to do. I don't even have to tell you about that. And finally, our top team, the worst kept secret in the history of secrets. We have Jackson State as our number 1 team in our Division 1 poll, as voted on by the staff of HBCU Game Day. Now, they will not play. They won't play their radio. They won't play anything when they hit Houston this weekend, except all those lights on the scoreboard. That's what they're going to play. The Tigers of the JSU Steed shall defeat the Tigers of the Texas Southern Steed to improve to 9-0. But I think Texas Southern will give us a show, but no show can compare to what we saw last weekend. It was ESPN's College Game Day, live from Jackson.
With that 35-point victory, the shutout victory, what else does that say about this program to anyone who has continued to doubt it?
It is what it is. It is what it is. That's what it says. You didn't have to watch the game, but when you look at the score, it is what it is.
All right, keep riding the wave, folks. HBCU football is where it is at. It's buzzing. It's popping. And it's our job to keep it live. Support, 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 support. And when you can't feel like supporting anymore, support some more. If we do that, if we do our part, we do not have to worry about which Power 5 schools are going to swoop in and do this and do that. So let's do our part, everybody, and get it done. I'm Tolly from Atlanta. We'll see you guys next week. Remember, my predictions are for entertainment purposes only. Don't put your light bill money on what I say, or else it could be... where'd everybody go? Uh-oh. Alrighty then. Darkness is rising. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully we'll see you with the lights on.
Game day. When the band is what you hearing, everybody here is cheering. All your worries disappearing, y'all, it's game day. Whether televised or streaming live in person while you're screaming, no more waiting, no more dreaming, y'all, it's game day. When the band is what you hearing, everybody here is cheering. All your worries disappearing, y'all, it's game day. Whether televised or streaming live in person while you're screaming, no more waiting, no more dreaming, y'all, it's game day.